In Southern California, residents, parents, and students alike rallied at a school district office this morning. They called on officials to end the mask mandates and demanded mask choice in school.
Students and parents rallied at the Chino Valley Unified School District, saying they are fed up with being forced to wear masks.
We don't want to wear a mask 8 hours a day, and we respect anyone who does and who has that decision, but we should be allowed to make that decision for ourselves.
The rally was organized by Parent Advocacy for Chino Valley USD, which was created last May.
We found out that our district had taken some funds from the government, and in exchange of that, they had to be compliant with a lot of things that they're holding to our kids, like the masking and potentially the mandated vaccines, and that's where we started getting involved, and we just hit the ground running. We just said, no, you're not going to get away with this without us fighting back for our children.
Students say they have been discriminated against and are falling behind because they are refused education.
They put a rule in place that if you were to walk into class and you said you don't want to wear a mask, they had to kick you out and refuse education. I've been refused tests, I've been refused to take homework, and I've been kicked out of class and told that I'm horrible for not wearing a mask. I'm killing off people. They've had students in school who wear the mask, write essays against me and against the many other students who are sitting out. It's called the COVID jerk, it's an essay. And so we need to get rid of the discrimination against masks and these mandates. It's not okay. You're putting masks on little children and it's horrible.
They do post our work online and they try their best, but some teachers don't. Some teachers will withhold work from you or will make you go to the class just to get your work, and that's not fair. So then we get caught behind just because we don't want to wear a mask or just because they won't let us in their classroom.
The group is educating parents, letting them know that they can submit forms of formal complaints to the school district so their voices can be heard.
Because board meetings, things like that, they just ignore us. So this is a way that we can legally bind them to listen to our children.
It's not necessary for them because it's more harmful than helpful at this point. The kids, I asked Cassie the other day, why do the kids want to wear their mask? And she said because they don't want to show their faces. That's harmful. It's not normal. It's not natural. And it's time for the kids to show who they are and be who they are and to be heard.
But parents should have that right. All these rights are being taken away from all these people in this country, let alone this district. So all of this needs to go, and the kids are seeing it. And then there's discrimination within the schools. The kids are fighting with kids because one believes one way and another one believes another one. So it's dividing the kids, it's dividing the parents, it's dividing everyone, and it's just making everything 10 times worse.
They plan to go to the teachers' union next. The group has been working to replace the school board members with those who they say will be dedicated to protecting the children.
The Super Bowl has given people a lot to talk about, but not all of it is about the game or the halftime show. Many celebrities were seen unmasked at what was supposed to be a masked event. This has critics of the mask mandate decrying rules for me but not for thee. NTD's Miguel Moreno has the story.
Everyone was supposed to be masked at the Super Bowl, but that's not what the cameras witnessed. Celebrity after celebrity maskless in what Los Angeles County considers a mega event. That means the mask can come off only when you're actively eating or drinking. Critics of the masking violations noted that celebrities get away with what children cannot.
And at this point, the only people that are continuing to be masked are the kids who are the most resilient to this virus.
Sharon McKeeman is the founder of Let Them Breathe, a children's advocacy organization that supports parental choice on masks and opposes mask mandates in schools.
We could see some celebrities at the Super Bowl maskless violating the state's mask mandate, but in the same state, students are being suspended or punished in some way because they're maskless in school. So some are calling this a double standard. Where do you stand on this issue?
Well, it's been a double standard for quite some time, and it's just been made more evident by the fact that no mask rules were enforced at SoFi Stadium. So maybe these students should just follow the governor's example and follow the Super Bowl rules. Obviously, if people can enjoy a ball game maskless, it's even more important for students to be able to engage with their faces uncovered at school. They need to be able to see their teachers and their peers' facial expressions, and we're seeing students all over the state peacefully unmask, and we have been, at Let Them Breathe, we have been supporting them legally for quite some time and just making sure they're aware of what their rights are.
California is set to lift its indoor mask mandate on Tuesday, but like New York and Illinois, the mandate will remain for schools. Also seen maskless at the game was the Cincinnati mayor and many audience members. A picture of a maskless LA Mayor Garcetti is floating around on social media, but to his credit, he appears to be holding a beverage. Miguel Moreno, NTD News.
Maskless Super Bowl attendees and celebrities received overwhelming media attention for seemingly ignoring the face covering requirement. But today, Los Angeles County announced that they will lift its outdoor mask mandate. On Wednesday, masks will no longer be required at outdoor locations, including mega events, K-12 schools, and child care centers. The County Public Health Director Barbara Ferreira said the outdoor mask requirement will be formally lifted at 12:01 a.m. As of Tuesday, the county had just under 2,000 COVID-positive hospital patients, according to state figures. However, LA County's indoor masking policy will remain in place until the virus transmission rate falls to the moderate level and stays there for 2 weeks. A subsidiary of a Chinese company has given out over 100,000 test kits at the Super Bowl. The company has also been awarded billions in federal and state contracts.
The company in question is a California-based subsidiary of Anden Health, which is a Chinese medical device maker. Between February 5th and the 12th, it handed out 120,000 test kits to people at a pre-Super Bowl event that was at the LA Convention Center. The subsidiary is called iHealth Labs, and on game night, they put up ads on LED panels during quarter-time breaks. The bright orange boxes are labeled with the fine print, Made in China. A press release from the company said fans can test themselves before gathering to watch the big game. The NFL required people attending the Super Bowl who were 5 years or older to show proof of vaccination or a negative PCR or rapid antigen test. The Biden administration has recently pushed to distribute 1 billion free at-home test kits to Americans. iHealth Labs came out as a major contract winner in that push. Over the last month, it secured $1.8 billion in contracts to supply 354 million kits. That's about a third of the total White House rollout, and the company said it's working with 20 state governments and other organizations to make at-home testing more accessible. According to filings from Anden Health, just in December and January, New York and Massachusetts made orders that value at least $333 million. iHealth has hired another 16,000 manufacturing hands and boosted its daily production capacity to over 10 million. That's to meet demands in the U.S. But the fact that the company has advertised at the Super Bowl suggests iHealth's ambition doesn't stop there. The company's COO said their goal is to bring COVID-19 tests to every American family in a timely manner, though Senator Roger Marshall is scrutinizing its China ties. He told the Epoch Times the fact that Chinese-made tests were promoted at America's largest sporting event underscores U.S. reliance on medical supplies from China. The senator also said, quote, "We should be investing in American manufacturing and creating jobs at home instead of continuing to fund the CCP."
It's Girl Scout cookie season again. Starting Valentine's Day, Girl Scouts of Northern California is partnering with DoorDash to provide contactless delivery service. NTD's Eileen Ang was at their San Jose location on the first day.
The Girl Scouts of America are partnering with DoorDash to provide delivery services in participating cities.
They can also do something that's called a double dash, where if they're ordering from a restaurant in the area, they may want to add cookies to their order, and the dasher, the driver, will actually pick up their food and their cookies as well.
In this new model, a Girl Scout will prepare a customer order at a booth and give it to a dasher to pick up. McCann says this teaches the Girl Scouts how to run their own business and develop other skills.
Like money management, you really need that. We also learn how to sell something and how to talk to people.
People really like Girl Scout cookies, and it's kind of cool to see how people enjoy the things that we do. It's a lot of giving back to the community, which is really cool.
Arrow prefers selling the cookies in booths because she can talk and interact with people more. During the pandemic lockdowns, the cookies were sold online. The girls can use the proceeds for community service work and field trips.
All cookies are $6 a box. The newest flavor is called Adventurefuls. It's a brownie-inspired cookie with caramel-flavored cream and a hint of sea salt.
Girl Scouts work with 2 bakeries to come up with new flavors.
So they are experts in terms of developing flavors, looking at that flavor profile, what's really exciting to consumers. And then they think about our mission at Girl Scouts and they try to make sure that we have something that really blends. So the Adventureful is an obvious choice because Girl Scouts is all about offering new adventures to girls.
In a statement, DoorDash's VP of Strategic Partnerships and Business Development said, "Through this collaboration, we aim to provide access and opportunity for Girl Scouts while providing their neighborhoods with safe, efficient, and enjoyable ways to support their local troops." People can find Girl Scouts selling the cookies at in-person booths by putting their zip code in at ilovecookies.org. The partnership applies across the nation, and the cookie season runs until March 27th. Eileen Ang, NTD News, California.